religion could make you blind. And here we see an example of Philip was totally blind to the reality of God. God was there in front of him. Jesus was there in front of him. He was listening to Jesus every day. He was listening to God every day. He was seeing God every day, but he couldn't just know him. He didn't see him. Religion was not allowing him to see him. If your religious activities have just been religion, have just been activities, that is religion. It means you must go and begin to learn how to convert those activities into the knowledge of God, into God knowledge. You must learn to convert your proximity with God into the knowledge of God. You must learn to convert your religious presence, your religious activities into the presence of God, into the presence of God, into the closeness with God, into personal knowledge of God. So, and Jesus said, I have been so long with you and you are yet to know me. How come you have been here and you are yet to know me? Because conversion is not taking place. We could sleep in church. We could go to church 24 hours. We could sleep in church. We could live in the house of the pastor. we could, be the wife or the husband of the greatest man of God around and still not know God. Because the knowledge of God, you need to do that through conversion. So you have not known me, Philip. He that hath seen me, hath seen the Father. He that has seen me has seen the Father. The goal of our religious activities is to see God. The goal and the purpose of our religious activities is to see Him and to get to know Him. I did a series on prayers a few weeks ago. If you were not there, if you did not listen to that series, I will encourage you to go get a copy. To go to my blog, SundayAdelajablog.com, and go and look for that series on prayers. Because the series on prayer will teach you how to discover God in prayer. It will teach you how to discover yourself in prayer. It will teach you how to convert your religious activities into the knowledge of God. In fact, it will teach you how to convert prayer, how to do conversion in prayer, and how to convert prayer into seeing God and hearing God. So if you don't have that, if you have not listened to that, you might want to go and listen to it. SundayAdelajablog.com. Go to the daily video broadcast or the daily broadcast and look for the series on prayer. Go through the list and you see the series on prayers. Because it is possible for you to pray and not see God. And one of the purposes of our religious activities is to be able to see God, to be able to, see the Father. And that's the problem that Philip had. He was in the presence of Jesus, but he didn't see the Father. Because he was seeing Jesus as a human. He was not seeing the Spirit. He was not getting key up in the Spirit. He was not opening his spiritual eyes to see in the Spirit. He was not getting to see. He was not seeing beyond the body of Jesus. He was not seeing beyond the miracles he was seeing. He was not seeing beyond the physical things that were happening around him. He was not seeing Jesus as the Son of God. He was not seeing the Father in Jesus. He was just seeing Jesus as a human being, as a rabbi, as a miracle worker, because it was after what he could get. You see, because he was just going for what he could get. That's why the most important purpose of our religious activities should not be to look for what we should get or what we should have from these religious activities, but it should be to know God.